Tonight, the Target 12 Investigators exclusive, DOT dozer. We go undercover capturing video of this Department of Transportation worker spending some serious downtime in his car. Sleeping, eating, reading, all in the parking lot, steps away from his desk at the DOT field office.
You'd spend 3 hours in your car, so what were you doing with your time in the car?
I'm parked on the job.
We have learned this DOT technician is assigned to a notoriously over-budget bridge project. So you'd think, considering the state of our bridges, he'd be very busy.
But that's not what Target 12 found. Target 12 investigator Tim White has exclusive details from the mobile newsroom.
Last year, a national study ranked Rhode Island's bridges and roads among the worst in the country. So when a viewer contacted us with a tip about a DOT worker sleeping on the job in this parking lot, complete with a picture of a man slumped over in his car, we went undercover to see for ourselves. Kevin Coulombe, a Department of Transportation worker, spends a lot of time in his car. This Target 12 undercover video from March shows him parked just steps from the East Providence DOT field office he's assigned to, spending hours sitting in the driver's seat, not driving. His official title is Engineering Technician 2, Construction and Maintenance, a position that currently has him assigned to a bridge project. You'd think whatever he's reading would be blueprints or bridge inspection reports, but take a close look. Coulombe is reading the suspense novel Room 33. Another day, another novel. Today, The Last Witness. To be clear, we watched Coulombe for hours on end. This was no lunch or cigarette break. Coulombe would sit for hours in his car, reading, eating, smoking, even sleeping. And apparently it was no office secret. Here, a coworker comes out to empty the trash and stops for a chat. We keep tabs on Coulombe for 3 weeks. The pattern was predictable. He usually got in his car around noon and stayed until almost 3:30 p.m. DOT officials tell us that's when Coulombe's shift is up.
Take it off.
A spokeswoman for the Department of Transportation says Coulombe's job is to inspect materials used in construction projects. And that's what he did here. The Barrington Bridge, the poster child for overdue and over-budget Rhode Island state projects. A project that cost $11 million more than it should have and took twice as long as expected. Coulombe also worked on the nearby Warren Bridge project. Target 12 requested an interview with Coulombe and his supervisor. We wanted to understand why his job allowed so much apparent downtime and what kind of supervision he received. DOT officials denied our request, instead giving us a written statement. So we decided to go directly to the source. Mr. Coulombe? Tim White from Channel 12.
Yes?
Hi, we'd like to talk to you about what we have in these pictures here. You spend hours on end in your car, sleeping, reading books.
Come on now.
You don't do that?
No.
Are you sure about that? We have video of it.
Yes, I'm parked on a job.
You're parked on the job in the parking lot of the office you work in? You'd spend 3 hours in your car, so what were you doing with your time in the car?
I'm parked on the job.
I don't know what that means.
3 jobs.
Okay, could you tell me what you're doing in your car?
You can speak to my boss tomorrow.
Can you tell us what you did with the Barrington Bridge projects?
Enough.
Sir. Again, our request to interview higher-ups at the DOT was denied. Instead, a spokeswoman released this statement. The DOT takes pride in upholding the highest standard of work ethic for all of its employees. The issue you raised has been referred to Rhode Island DOT's Human Resources Office. They will review the evidence, follow all state rules and regulations, and then make a determination in this personnel matter. We'll stay on top of it and let you know what happens. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.
You can find much more on this Target 12 Investigators exclusive DOT dozer on our website, including an interactive map on the condition of all the bridges in the state and a full copy of the report that ranked Rhode Island's roads and bridges as some of the worst in the country. It's all on WPRI.com right now.